Hello students, welcome to the Java class. In this video we are going to see about comparable and comparator interfaces. So first we are going to see about comparable interface. First of all, where this comparable interface is present, this comparable interface is present inside java.lang package. Next, this comparable interface consists of how many methods? It consists of only one method. Which is that method? That method name is compare to. So what is the first point? The first point is comparable interface is present inside java.lang package and it consists of only one method. Which is that method? Compare to method. So when the compare to method will be called, that is if we are depending on a default natural sorting order, then while adding objects into the tree set, JVM will automatically going to call compare to method. Is it clear? Comparable interface is defined inside java.lang package. It consists of only one method, that is compare to method. So when this compare to method will be called, that is if we are trying to add objects into the tree set and we are following default natural sorting order, then JVM will going to call automatically this compare to method. Next, what is the signature of this compare to method? The signature of the compare to method is it is a public method and the return type is int and the name of the method is compare to and we are passing one object, that is object of obj. Observe this method prototype carefully. To compare minimum, how many objects are required? To compare minimum we require two objects, but this compare to method is taking only one object. So where is the another object? Look at that prototype carefully. So what is the type of this compare to method? The type of this compare to method is a non-static method. You know that to call a non-static method, compulsory we require an object and that object acts as a object 1. So that is object 1 dot compare to of object 2. The object with which we are calling compare to method acts as a object 1 and the object we are passing as an argument that acts as a object 2. Next, what is the return type of compare to method? The return type of compare to method is int. You know that an integer number can be a negative number, it can be a positive number and it can be 0. So if it returns a negative number, there is some meaning associated with it. If it returns a positive number, there is some meaning associated with it. And if it returns a 0, there is some meaning associated with it. So what is that meaning? That is it returns a negative number if and only if object 1 has to come before object 2. So what is the meaning of object 1 has to come before object 2? So this is a tree set. You know that in a tree there will be left node, right node and a middle node. Okay, that is a root node. Middle node is called as a root node. Next, what is the meaning of object 1 has to come before object 2? The meaning is object 1 has to come in a left part of object 2. Okay, next it returns a positive number. Positive number means not only plus 1, it can be plus 10, plus 100, plus 1000, any number. Okay, it returns a positive number if and only if object 1 has to come after object 2. That means object 1 has to come in a right side of object 2. Next, it returns 0 when if and only if object 1 and object 2 are equal. You know that in a tree set, duplicate elements are not allowed. If object 1 and object 2 are equal, then it will return 0. Then we are discarding that data or we are discarding that object. So this is about the return type of compare to. If it returns negative, object 1 has to come before object 2. If it is a positive number, then object 1 has to come after object 2. If it is a 0, then object 1 and object 2 are equal and we are supposed to discard that object. So now we will see an example. System.out.println a.compare to of z. So what will be the return type? A.compare to of z. Whether it will be a positive number, negative number or 0. So what is the first object? The first object is a and the second object is z. So what the comparable interface follows? The comparable interface follows default natural sorting order. So what is the default natural sorting order for strings? The default natural sorting order for string is alphabetical order. So A should come before Z. So if A should come before Z, what it will return? It will return negative number. Next, the next print statement is system.out.println z dot compare to of A. So where the z should come? Z should come after A. If the z should come after A, what it will return? It will return a positive number. If object 1 has to come after object 2, it is going to return a positive number. Next, system.out.println r dot compare to of r. If both the objects are equal, what it is going to return? It is going to return 0. That means we should discard that object because duplicate elements are not allowed in the case of tree set. Next, system.out.println p dot compare to of null. Is the null insertion is possible in the case of a tree set? No. Null insertion is not possible in the case of tree set. So what happens if we try to insert null in a tree set? If we try to insert null in a tree set, we are going to get a runtime exception saying null pointer exception. So this NPE stands for null pointer exception. So is this clear? Now we are going to see how JVM calls compare to method while inserting element into the tree set. You know that while inserting element into the tree set, if we are following default natural sorting order, then JVM will be going to call compare to method automatically while inserting element into the tree set. So what is the default natural sorting order for numbers? It is ascending order. So what is the default natural sorting order for string? It is alphabetical order. First, I will create a tree set object. So how to create a tree set object? Tree set t is equal to new tree set. So this constructor is going to create an empty tree set objects where the elements are inserted according to the default natural sorting order. You can observe here in this constructor, if we are not passing comparator object, by default it will take default natural sorting order. If we are passing comparator, then it will take customized sorting order. Remember this. Later I will teach what is a comparator, okay? If we are not passing comparator, by default it will take default natural sorting order. You know that in a default natural sorting order, it makes use of comparable interface. Inside comparable interface, we have only one method, which is that method compare to method. And JVM will be going to call this compare to method automatically. Next, first I am going to add a first element. So t dot add of k. So this is the first element. To insert first element, comparison is required? No, comparison is not required. So k will be added directly. You can see k will be added directly, and this k acts as a root element now. Okay, since this is the first element always acts as a root element. Next, I will try to add z. T dot add of z. So what happens if we try to add a second element? If we try to add a second element, there should be comparison. So who is going to call the compare to method? JVM will be going to call compare to method. How it will be going to call? Z dot compare to of k. This is the element which has to be inserted, and this is the element which has been already inserted. Okay. Now what it is going to return? You know that in default natural sorting order, what is the sorting order for strings? The sorting order for strings is alphabetical order. The z should come after k or before k? It should come after k. So what it will return? It will return positive. So what is positive means? Z should come after k. After k means it should come in the right hand side of k. Okay, it should be the right node. So you can see here z came in a right node of a k. So since it has written positive, it is coming after the k. Next I am going to add t dot add of a. So t dot add of a, compulsory it should compare. Compare with what? Compare with root element. So the JVM will be going to call a dot compare to of k. Okay, now a should come before k or after k? A should come before k. Next, since a should come before k, what it will return? The compare to method will return negative symbol. That is negative number. Okay. Next, what do you mean by negative number? A should come before k. Before k means in a left node. Okay. You can see A came in the left node. Next, once again I try to add A. So once again I'm trying to add A. Now what compiler will do? Compiler will compare this A with the root element K. A with the root element K. What it will return? It will return negative. What do you mean by negative? Negative means left hand side. Now A will come here. So it will return negative. Now A will come here. Okay. Next, A should compare with what now? A should compare with this A. A dot compare to of A. So both A, this A and this A are equal. If your object 1 and object 2 are equal, what it will return? It will return 0. It will return what? It will return 0. So what do you mean by 0? 0 means both the objects are equal. You know that in a tree sets, duplicate objects are not allowed. What happens if we try to add duplicate objects? If we try to add duplicate objects, the objects will be discarded. Okay. Next, object will be discarded. That A will be discarded. I will try to print the contents of the tree. How the contents of the tree will be printed? The contents of the tree will be printed in in-order tree traversal technique. So what do you mean by in-order tree traversal? In-order means first it will print left node followed by root and then followed by right node. So first it is going to print A followed by K followed by Z. It is going to print A, K, Z. You can observe here. It is printing in a form of ascending order. That is, default natural sorting order is a ascending order in the case of strings. So what do you mean by in-order tree traversal? In-order tree traversal means the node, the root node should come in between left node and a right node. That is in-order tree traversal. So this is about how the compare to method will be used by JVM while inserting elements into the tree. Now we have to see one note point, so which is very important, that is, if default natural sorting order is not available, or if we are not satisfied with the default natural sorting order. You know that the default natural sorting order in the case of number is ascending order. I don't want ascending order, I want descending order. Then what I should do? Then I should go for customized sorting order by using comparator. So what is this note point? If the default natural sorting order is not available, or if we don't want default natural sorting order, then we should go for customized sorting order by using which interface? By using comparator interface. So just now we have learned the comparable. So why comparable interface is required? Comparable interface is required for default natural sorting order. That is, it is meant for default natural sorting order. So what is the next interface? The next interface is comparator interface. So why comparator interface is required? Comparator interface is required for customized sorting order. So it is meant for customized sorting order. So now we have to see what is a comparator interface and how to use comparator interface. The next interface is comparator interface. So the comparator interface is defined inside which package? It is defined inside java.util package. Next, comparator interface consists of how many methods? It consists of two methods. So which are those methods? Compare and equals. So what is the first point? The first point is comparator interface is present inside java.util package and it defines two methods, compare and equals. Next, when we should go for comparator? If we want customized sorting order, then we should go for comparator. Okay. What is the first method? The first method is compare method. So what is the prototype of compare method? The compare method is a public method. The return type is int. The name of the method is compare and the arguments are object 1 and object 2. So this is the prototype of compare method. So what is the return value of compare? The return value is int. So since it is an integer number, a number can be positive, a number can be negative, and a number can be 0. So what if the return value is negative number? If the return value is negative number, then it indicates that object 1 has to come before object 2. Next, what if the return value is positive number? If the return value is positive number, object 1 has to come after object 2. Next, what if the return value is 0? If the return value is 0, then object 1 and object 2 are equal, and we have to discard that object in the case of tree set, because in tree set duplicate objects are not allowed. Okay, you can observe that the return values of compare to method and return values of compare method both are same. Okay, yes. What is the second method? The second method is equals method. So what is the prototype of equals method? It is a public method. A return type is boolean, either true or false. The name of the method is equals, and the arguments are just object 1, that is obj. So comparator is an interface, right? Yes, comparator is an interface, and it has how many methods? It has two methods, compare and equals. So we have already seen, when we are implementing an interface, compulsory we should provide implementation for all the methods which is present inside interface. That is, compulsory we should provide implementation for compare method and also equals method. But there is one exception in this case. What is that exception? That is, whenever we are implementing comparator interface, compulsory we should provide implementation only for compare method, and we are not required to provide implementation for equals method. Why we are not required to provide implementation for equals method? Because it is already available to our class. So how it is available to our class? From the object class through interface. You know that object class is the root class of all the classes in Java, and this object class has a equals method. So by default this equals method is available to all the classes. Okay, no need to define equals method separately, no need to provide implementation for this equals method separately. You can see here, these are the methods which are defined inside object class. So what is the first method? The first method is clone. The second method is equals. You can see equals method is defined inside which class? It is defined inside object class. So what are the other methods? Other methods are finalize, get class, hash code, next toString, followed by notify, notify all, wait, then wait with a millisecond, next wait with milliseconds and nanoseconds. So where we have come across wait, notify, notify all methods? So we have learned this method in inter-thread communications. So object class has how many methods? Object class total has 11 methods. By default all these 11 methods are available to all the objects in Java. So and equals is one such method. Okay, so what is that point? So whenever we are implementing comparator interface, compulsory we should provide implementation only for which method? Only for compare method, and we are not required to provide implementation for equals method. Why? Because equals method is available to our class from object class through inheritance. Is it clear? Now we are going to see an example for comparator interface. So when we should go for comparator interface? If we want our own customized sorting order, then we should go for comparator interface. So my requirement is a program to insert integer objects into the tree set where the sorting order is descending order. You know that by default the sorting order is ascending order. Here I don't want ascending order, I want my own customized sorting order. So what is my own customized sorting order? It is descending order. So if we want our own customized sorting order, then we should go for comparator interface. So first I am going to create a tree set object. So how to create a tree set object? Tree set t is equal to new tree set. Okay, tree set t is equal to new tree set of. So what I am passing as an argument? Here I am passing comparator object as an argument. Okay, now I should create a my comparator class. So how to create a my comparator class? Class my comparator implements comparator interface. Okay, next here I am implementing what? Here I am implementing comparator interface. So whenever a class is implementing comparator interface, compulsory that class should provide a implementation for which method? Compulsory the class should provide implementation only for compare method. Okay, so public int compare object 1 comma object 2. Now I am going to add a first object into the tree set. So how to add an object into the tree set? By using which method I can add? By using add method, I can add object into the tree set. T dot add of 10. So I am adding first element into the tree set. While I am adding first element into the tree set, is it required to compare? No, it is not required to compare. So the first element acts as what? The first element acts as a root element for a tree. So 10 is directly added to the tree. Now I will add t dot add of 0. So 0 is the second element. Already 10 is there. 10 is the root element. So since I am adding second element, I should compare now. So I should compare 0 comma 10. So what is my requirement? My requirement is descending order. So I should write compare method in such a way that whenever I am inserting an element, it should be inserted in descending order. So I should complete this compare method now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this object 1 and I'm converting this object 1 into the integer object. So how to convert it? Integer I1 is equal to, I'm typecasting here, integer of object 1. The given object will be typecasted to the integer wrapper class. Okay. Similarly for I2, integer I2 is equal to integer of object 2. Next, I should compare I1 value and I2 value. That is, if I1 is less than I2, if the given number is less than the already existing number, what I should do? I should place this number after that value. After means positive. Positive means right hand side. Okay. If I1 less than I2, return positive number. Next. Else if I1 greater than I2, if the given number is greater than the already existing number, then I should place this number in a left hand side, or I should place this number before that number because it is descending order. So I should return a negative number. Next, else. So what is else? Else means I1 and I2 are equal. In that case, I should return what? I should return 0. So this completes the compare method. So what I am comparing here? 0 and 10. So 0 and 10. So I1 value is 0, I2 value is 10. So 0 is less than 10. What I should return? I should return a positive value. Look at here, I am returning positive value. Since it is positive value, 0 should come before 10 or after 10? 0 should come after 10. After 10 means it should come in the right hand side. Okay. Look at here, 0 came in the right hand side of the tree. Next, I will try to add 15. So now I should compare 15 with root element, that is 10. So compare of 15 comma 10. Is 15 greater than 10? Yes. If 15 is greater than 10, where I should place 15? I should place 15 before 10. So that is, I should return a negative value. I should return a negative value. Negative value means left hand side of a tree. That is, 15 will be added in a left node of a tree. Next, I'll try to add 5. So I should compare 5 with 10. So 5 is greater than 10 or less than 10? It is less than 10. Less than 10 means I should place this in the right hand side. So I should return what? I should return a positive number. Next, the 5 will come here. Next, I should compare 5 with 0. So that is, compare 5 with 0. 5 is less than 0 or greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. So 5 should come before 0 or after 0. 5 should come before 0. So I should return a negative number. So and 5 will come in the left hand side of a 0. You can see 5 will come in a left hand side of a 0. Now I will add t dot add of 20. Now I should compare 20 with the root element 10. That is, compare 20 comma 10. So 20 is greater than 10. 20 should come in the left hand side. So I should return what? I should return a negative number. So now 20 came here. So I should compare 20 with what? I should compare 20 with 15. So that is, compare 20 comma 15. So 20 is greater than 15. So 20 should come in the left hand side. So I should return what? I should return a negative number. So now 20 will come as a left node of 15. You can see 20 came as a left node of 15. Next, I will try to add 20 once again. Next, I should compare 20 with what? I should compare 20 with 10. So that is, compare 20 comma 10. So 20 is less than 10. So I should return what? I should return a negative number. Yes, 20 came here. Next I should compare 20 with 15. So that is compare 20 comma 15. So 20 is less than 15. So I should return a negative number. So 20 came here. So I should compare what? I should compare 20 with 20. So that is compare 20 comma 20. Now 20 and 20 are equal. So since it is equal, what it will return? It will return 0. If it returns 0, what does it means? If it returns 0, then both the objects are equal. If both the objects are equal, then we should discard that object, because tree set doesn't hold duplicate objects. Okay. Now I will print the objects of tree set. So how to print the object of tree set? System.out.println of tree. So how it will print? It will print in the form of in order tree traversal. What do you mean by in order? Left node, root node followed by right node. So here what is the left node? 20 followed by what is the root? 15. What is the right? There is no right node. Next, what is the left node here? There is no left node, that is 10 itself will be printed. Next, what is the right? 0. For 0, what is the left? 5. What is the root? 0. Next, there is no right node. So the output will be 20, 15, 10, 5 and 0. So this will be the output. 20, 15, 10, 5 and 0. So this is the descending order. So if we want customized sorting order, then we should go for what? Then we should go for comparator interface. The same example I have typed here. So you can see import java.util.star. Next, I have created a class called customized tree set demo. So within this class, I have defined a main method, public static void main string array args. Next, within this main method, I have created a tree set. That is tree set t is equal to new tree set of new my comparator. So what this constructor is going to create? This constructor is going to create an empty tree set objects where the elements are inserted based on some customized sorting order. So remember that whenever we are passing a comparator object into the tree set constructor, then it indicates that we are following customized sorting order. So what is the sorting order we are following? We are following a descending order. You know that by default it will follow default natural sorting order, which is ascending order. Here we are following customized sorting order, which is a descending order. Next, what are the elements we are inserting into this tree set? 10, 0, 15, 5, 20 and 20. So when I print the contents of the tree set, so what will be the output? The output will be the customized sorting order, which is nothing but a descending order. So output will be 20 comma 15, 10, 5, 0. So this will be the output. Next, here we are passing my comparator object. Here I am defining the class, that is class my comparator implements comparator. You know that whenever a class implements comparator interface, how many methods are available to that class? 2 methods are available to that class. Which are those 2 methods? Compare and equals. So out of those 2 methods, compulsory we should provide implementation only for which method? Only for compare method. We are not required to provide implementation for equals method. You know the reason, because the implementation for equals method is available in the object class. Okay. Next, here I am providing an implementation for which method? Here I am providing an implementation for compare method. So that is public int compare object 1 comma object obj2. So these are object types. I am converting from object types to the integer object types. That is I am typecasting. That is integer i1 is equal to integer of object 1, integer i2 is equal to integer of object 2. Okay. So the given objects are typecasted into the integer objects. Next I am comparing the two values. If i1 is less than i2, so we are following which order? We are following descending order. If i1 is less than i2, i1 should come after i2. So what I should return? I should return a positive number. So if I can see here I am returning a positive number. I can return any positive number, not only plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. I can return any positive number. Next, else if i1 is greater than i2, then in this case i1 should come before I2. So before I2 means I should return what? I should return a negative number. Okay. So we can return any negative number, not only -1, -2, we can return any negative number. But the symbol should be negative, that's it. Okay. Next. Else return 0. So what this 0 indicates? This 0 indicates that both the numbers are equal. So if both the numbers are equal, we should discard that number. You know that in a tree set, duplicate elements are not allowed. Okay. So I will compile this code. So Java C customized tree set demo dot Java. Next, run the program. Java space customized reset demo. So what is the output? The output is 20, 15, 10, 5 and 0. So the inserted element is arranged based on what? The given elements are arranged based on a descending order, which is a customized sorting order. So how we can achieve customized sorting order? We can achieve customized sorting order based on a comparator object. Okay. So this is an example for comparator interface. Now what I will do is, I am going to remove this comparator object. Now, so what this constructor is going to create? Tree set t is equal to new tree set. So what this constructor is going to create? This constructor is going to create an empty tree set objects where the elements are inserted based on default natural sorting order. So what is the default natural sorting order for numbers? For numbers, the default natural sorting order is ascending order. So what will be the output in this case? In this case, the output will be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. So in this case, the output will be the ascending order, that is 0, 5, 10, 15 and 20. Save. Compile the code. Java C customized reset demo.java. Next, run the program. Java space customized reset demo. So when I press enter, what will be the output? The output will be 0, 5, 10, 15 and 20. That is ascending order. So is this clear? If we are not passing a comparator object, then it will take default natural sorting order. Next, if we are passing customized objects, then it will take customized sorting order. That is our own sorting order. Remember this. Now what I will do is, inside this tree set constructor, I am going to pass my comparator object. So now what this constructor is going to create? This constructor is going to create an empty tree set objects where the elements are inserted based on a customized sorting order. So what is the customized sorting order in our case? In our case, the customized sorting order is descending order. That is, the elements are added based on the descending order of their values. So I'm going to remove this comments. Next, in the compare method, I'm going to remove all the comparisons. So here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take I1 dot compare to of I2. Okay. Yes. So where this compare to method is present? This compare to method is present inside comparable interface. Next, what this compare to method is going to do? This compare to method is going to perform default natural sorting order. So what is the default natural sorting order in the case of numbers? In the case of numbers, the default natural sorting order is ascending order. That is, it is going to perform default natural sorting order. So what is the default natural sorting order in the case of numbers? It is ascending order. Ascending order. Next, what will be the output? The output will be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. So what I am doing here? Here I am passing my comparator object. That is, I am telling the JVM that I am going to perform customized sorting order. Next, inside my comparator class, I am overriding which method? I am overriding compare method. Inside compare method, what I am calling? I'm calling compare to method. You know that compare to method is present inside comparable interface, and it is meant for default natural sorting order, and the output will be ascending order. So save the program, run the code. So Java C customized reset demo.java. So what is the error? The error is missing return statement. In which line number? In line number 22. So here I should add what? Here I should add return. Okay. Save the program. Compile. Yes. No errors. When I run the code, what will be the output? When I run the code, the output will be default natural sorting order, that is ascending order, and the output should be 0 to 20. That is 0, 5, 10, 15 and 20. So is this clear? Now what I will do is, I will consider this case as case number 1, and I am going to discuss various possible implementations of compare method, that is various possible implementations of compare method. Okay, so this is the first case. What is the first case? Return I1 dot compare to of I2. So this is going to return default natural sorting order, which is nothing but an ascending order. So now that I'm going to take case 2, where I'm going to return minus of I1 dot compare to of I2. So this is the second case. Minus of I1 dot compare to of I2. So what this statement is going to return? What is the value of I1 and I2? So what is the value of I1? What I1 represents? I1 represents the element which has to be inserted. So what is the element which has to be inserted? 0. Okay. So I1 represents 0 in the first case. What I2 represents? I2 represents the element which has been already inserted. What is the element which has been already inserted? That is 10. Okay. The value of I1 is 0 and the value of I2 is 10. That is 0 dot compare to of 10. So 0 should come before I2. Before means what it will return? It will return a negative symbol. So minus into minus, what it is going to become? It is going to become plus. So I'm going to show here, wait. So you can see in this example. So what is the first element we have added? The first element we have added is 10. Since we are adding first element, comparison is not required. Okay. Yes. So 10 will be the root element. Next, which element we are adding? We are trying to add 0. So 0 is the element which has to be inserted, and the 10 is the element which has already been inserted. So in our program, which method we are calling? We are calling only compare method of 0, 10. So what this compare method is doing? This compare method is in turn calling which method? It is calling compare to method. It is calling compare to 0 dot compare to of 10. Okay, 0 dot compare to of 10. So 0 should come before 10 or after 10 according to compare to. According to compare to, 0 should come before 10. So before 10 means a negative number or a positive number? It is a negative number. So this compare to method is going to return which number? It is going to return a negative number. So in our program you can observe we are already having a negative symbol. So minus into minus, what it is going to become? Minus into minus, it is going to become a positive number. Okay, so minus into minus, it is going to become positive. So this compare method is going to return which number? It is going to become a positive number. So if a compare method returns positive number, what does it mean? If a compare method returns positive number, that means that the element has to come after. So that is 0 has to come after 10. Since 0 is coming after 10, it is ascending or descending order? It is descending order. So that is in this case, we are going to get what? We are going to get descending order. Descending order as the output. So what will be the output? Output will be 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. So this is what? This is case number 2. Save the program. Compile. Java C customized reset demo.java. Next, run the program, java space customized reset demo. So what will be the output? The output will be descending order, that is 20, 15, 10, 5 and 0. Okay, next I'm going to comment this line. So we are going to see what is case number 3. Just a minute. Yes. Next I'm going to take return i2 dot compare to of i1. So I'm reversing the arguments. i2 dot compare to of i1, that is 10 dot compare to of 0. So 10 dot compare to of 0. So here we are calling what? Compare of 0 comma 10. Just a minute. Compare of 0 comma 10. I will remove this. Next, what this method is calling? This method is calling i2 dot compare to of i1. So i2 means 10 dot compare to of 0. So 10 dot compare to of 0. So what this method is going to return? This method is going to return positive or negative? This method is going to return a positive number. So this method is going to return positive because 10 has to come after 0. So what this method is going to get? Compare. This method is going to get a positive value. So compare of 0 comma 10, it is getting a positive value. What does it mean? It means that 0 has to come after 10. Okay, compare of 0 comma 10, it is getting a positive return type. That means 0 has to come after 10. So 0 is coming after 10. So ascending or descending? It is descending order. Okay, it is descending order. Descending order. So descending order means what will be the output? 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. So what is this? This is case number 3. So that is when we reverse the argument in a compare to method, we are going to get descending order as the output. So I will show this Java C customized reset demo.java. Next, Java space customized reset demo. So what is the output we are getting? We are getting a descending order as a output. Okay, next I will comment this line. Next I am going to take the next case. So what is that? Return, that is minus of i2 dot compare to of i1. So what is going to happen now? So what is the value of i2? That is 10. What is the value of i1? That is 0. Just a minute. Yes, I'm going to remove this. Just a minute, I will explain. So what we are calling? We are calling compare of 0 comma 10. So what this compare method is doing? It is internally calling minus i2 dot compare to of 0. So what is the value of i2? 10. 10 dot compare to of 0. So what 10 dot compare to of 0 returns? 10 dot compare to of 0 returns a positive number. Why? Because 10 should come after 0. If 10 should come after 0, it is going to return a positive number. So you can see here we are having a negative symbol. So what is minus into plus? Minus into plus is minus. So it becomes negative. So it is going to return a negative number. So compare of 0 comma 10. It is returning what? It is returning a negative number. So what negative indicates? Negative indicates 0 should come before 10. So 0 is coming before 10. It is ascending or descending? It is ascending order. So what will be the output of this return statement? The output of this return statement will be ascending order. So ascending order means, so what is the output? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. So and this is case number 4. So save, compile the code, Java C customized reset demo.java. Next, run the program. So what happens when I run the program? When I run this program, I'm going to get a ascending order as the output. So that is 0, 5, 10, 15 and 20. So next what I'm going to take is return plus 1. What is the meaning of plus 1? Always returning a positive number. That is, a number should come after the previous number. So what will be the output of this statement? So before that, I'm going to comment the previous return. Save the program. So I will compile. So when I run this program, what will be the output? So what it is returning? It is returning always a positive number. So what is the meaning of positive number? The element should come after the current element. So 10 is there. I am inserting 0. 0 should come after 10. Next, 15 should come after 0. 5 should come after 15. 20 should come after 5. And this 20 should come after 20. So what will be the output? The output will be 10, 0, 15, 5, 20, 20. So what is the output we are getting? Can we say it is an insertion order? Yes, this is an insertion order. In whichever order we have inserted, the same order will be stored in a tree. Okay. If it returns always positive number, then the element is going to stored in a insertion order. So if it is a positive number, so if always returning a positive number, then the elements are stored in a insertion order. Insertion order. So what is the output in this case? In this case, the output will be 10, 0, 15, 5, 20, 20. So even the duplicate elements are allowed. You can see here 20 is duplicated. Even the duplicate elements are allowed in this case. You can check. Even the duplicate elements are allowed. So if it returns always positive number, then the output will be insertion order. So what is this? This is case number 5. Next, I'm going to comment this line. So what is the next case? Next case is return a negative number. Save. So what negative number indicates? A negative number indicates before. A negative number indicates before. 10 should come, 0 should come before 10. 15 should come before 0. 5 should come before 15. 20 should come before 5. And this 20 should come before 5. So what will be the output? Can you guess? Compile the code. Java C customized reset demo.java. When I run the program, what will be the output? What negative symbol indicates? Before. So what will be the output? 20, 20, 5, 15, 0, 10. Can we say a reverse of insertion order? So whichever order we have inserted, we are getting a reverse of that order. So if the return type is always a negative number, we are going to get a reverse of insertion order as a output. So in this case, what will be the output? A reverse of insertion order. Okay. So what is the output we are going to get? 20, 20, 5, 15, 0, 10. So what is this? Case number 6. Okay. Yes. So what is the next case? And next case is too dangerous case. That is return 0. So what 0 indicates? 0 indicates it is a duplicate element. So what will be the output? At first time 10 will be inserted. Okay. At first 10 will be inserted. And the remaining elements will be treated as a duplicate elements. Okay. And the remaining elements will be treated as duplicate elements because our method is always returning 0. So save the program, compile, run the program. So when I run this program, what will be the output? The first element will be inserted because no need to compare. And the second element onwards, it will be treated as a duplicate elements. It will be considered as a duplicate element. So what will be the output in this case? In this case, the output will be only 10. You can observe. In this case, the output will be only 10 and the remaining elements will be treated as a duplicate elements. So what does this means? This means that only first element will be inserted and remaining all elements will be treated as what? Treated as duplicates. Okay, and the remaining all the elements will be treated as duplicates. So what will be the output in this case? In this case, the output will be only the first element. So save this. Yes, so these are the various possible implementations of compare method. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please contact.